Yo, welcome back to a brand new video here on the channel, and today I'm going to be looking at my deck that I got top 32 with at Hartford Regionals this past weekend, and that is the Arceus Duraludon Umbreon VMAX deck. Yes, you heard right, I got top 32 with this deck. I got 23rd place with Arceus Duraludon Umbreon VMAX, a really cool deck that popped off in Portland and really dominated day 2 at Hartford. There was a lot of Arceus Duraludon Umbreon that did well at Hartford, and it was a very popular deck there in day 2, and it was a really good deck choice for the tournament in my opinion, and I did get top 32. If you want to hear more about my top 32 run, kind of breaking down each match and everything and breaking down the list a little bit more, make sure to go check out my second channel down below. I did post a video breaking down my run at Hartford, so make sure to go watch the second channel if you want to learn more about my top 32 run. But yeah, Hartford was awesome. I want to thank everybody that did come up to me and said hi and wanted me to sign something or just said that my decks inspire them to, get back into the game or whatever. It's awesome to hear stuff like that, and it just puts a smile on my face. So I do appreciate everybody who said hi and everything and all that good stuff at Hartford. Hartford was a very fun time. And this is the deck I played for the tournament, Arceus Duraludon Umbreon. I think it's a great deck in the format right now. In fact, I think it could be BDIF if the deck sets up. So the idea is you have Duraludon VMAX, which is obviously just a big wall with 330 HP and does 220 damage and shreds through effects. So 220 damage can KO, basic Vs like Miraidon and Raikou. Shred goes through Goodra, V-Star, and you are immune to Pokemon special energy on them, meaning that other Arceuses can struggle to hit you, but also you can't be damaged by Lugia a lot of the time, and Lugia can't do anything against Dura unless they have the Urshifu VMAX, but due to Lugia being kind of clunky and a little inconsistent with their setup, a lot of the time it's very easy to chase the Urshifu down with Umbreon VMAX. You can gust it up with the ability Dark Signal. When you evolve Umbreon V into the VMAX, you can choose one of your opponent's bench Pokemon and switch it with their active. So Umbreon has a built-in boss's order when you evolve it, and you get to play really aggressive with the Umbreon, gusting stuff up, knocking stuff out early on. Umbreon also just being a dark Pokemon helps you a lot against Mew VMAX and against Gardevoir EX, which are both weak to Dark. And Umbreon also is powered up with double Turbo Energy, which means it's a little less cost efficient than Dura, which requires a Fighting and 2 Metal Energies. Before you get the video, shout out to the sponsor, Cavern TCG. As always, if you're ever looking for any PTCG live pack codes, get them over at Cavern. Cavern sells codes online for the cheapest. So if you're looking for any set code, of course, like Scarlet and Violet, or any other older set, like the main Crafting Farm set Celebrations, or Crown Zenith, or you want to get IRL product to Cavern, they'll sell all that stuff. You get them over at Cavern, and if you get anything at Cavern at the checkout, use my discount code LDF for a 5% discount on your order. Help the channel, help yourself out, and help out Cavern. So shout out Cavern, check them out, use code LDF. Also, check out the Shovel Squad down below. Every Monday I post a new video on the channel, and you can check out my second channel once again down below. Again, I did do a breakdown of my top 32 run at Hartford with this deck. So yeah, this deck is really, really powerful. Like I said, really strong deck when it sets up, and I think Dura and Umbreon are two of the best anti-meta cards in the format right now. Again, this deck dominated Hartford Regionals. One got top 8. A lot of this deck got top 32. It's insane how well Umbreon, Arceus, Duraludon did at Hartford. But yeah, top 32 is a really sick achievement for me. My second best achievement was 105th place at Orlando Regionals with Reggie's. So being able to actually do really well at Hartford is just awesome. And I am so glad I played this deck, because my original plan was to play Arceus with Flying Pikachu. And honestly, considering I literally only hit 2 Lost Box in the entire tournament, I'm glad I didn't play that deck. Now, your plan against Lost Box really is to just go like Arceus, Duraludon. We do have that one of Volo in the deck, which discards one of our bench V Pokemon and basically allows us to just remove something from play. Like, say, your opponent crams a Dura twice, right? Then you just retreat it, Volo it off the board, and basically reset all the damage they did. The Alakazam Hawlucha is really good too in the deck. Alakazam does allow you to move up to 2 damage counters from one of your opponent's Pokemon to another. So if you're playing against Lost Box and they use Dragonite V against you, they take 20 on all their bench, and then you can Alakazam manipulate that damage and then knock out an extra Pokemon, giving you an extra prize. The other thing with Alakazam too is it can't be KO'd in one hit by Lost Mind with that 130 HP. And then the Hawlucha also allows us to set up damage on Lost Box, but also allows us to knock out Vs on the bench. We can use Hawlucha plus Trinity Nova with a Choice Belt to do 210 damage with a double turbo, and then with Hawlucha, that's the 220 damage you need to knock out something on the bench, and you can Alakazam the damage to the active to knock out the active V with 220 HP like an Arceus or a Lugia, and KO that with Hawlucha Alakazam Tree Nova with a Choice Belt. But that's not where the 1-hit KOs stop. We do play Single Strike Energy. Yes, this does not work with Arceus, but it does work with Umbreon and Dura. Fixes the math on Dura and Umbreon. With the Single Strike Energy on Umbreon and a Double Turbo, you're doing 160 again, because Double Turbo makes you do 140 with Max Darkness. But with the Single Strike Energy and Double Turbo, you're doing 160, which allows you to 1-hit KO Mew VMAX and Gardevoir EX. And also with Dura, lets you do 240 with G-Max Pulverization. And then with the Choice Belt, you could do 270 damage, which does one-shot Goodra V-Star, as you do shred through Rolling Iron. But also, you can use that to increase the damage even more with Alakazam and Hawlucha to do 280, or if there's residual damage on the board from earlier on in the game, you can put 20 on the active, and then do 270 with Dura, 290 with an Alakazam, and that knocks out most V-Star Pokemon in one hit. And we have the explosive Karen's Conviction in the deck, allowing you to let your Single Strike Pokemon do 20 more damage for the turn to your opponent's active Pokemon for each prize they've taken. So your opponent takes, 4 prizes at one point. Karen all of a sudden is doing 80 damage, lets your Pokemon do 80 more damage out of nowhere, meaning G-Max Pulverization out of nowhere could do like 300 damage, sometimes 330 with the belt, which actually fixes the math in the mirror match. And that is basically it for the list. We got Lost City, also another really good card against Lost Box is Lost City, especially if they're lost throwing away their other Sableyes, and you can remove Dragonite from play. Really good stuff, and really good against Sableye Cramsard, too. A lot to talk about with this deck. I think I broke down everything I needed to break down. There's so many plays you can make with this deck. Let's go try it out and show off how I got top 32 of this deck on live. All right, unfortunately in this game, we lead with Lumineon. Not the starter we want. I can always try to Volo it off the board at some point. Obviously, we don't like seeing Lumineon, but it's all good. We're playing against Lost Box. Got to pray my opponent doesn't get the turn 1 knockout here. We do have Alakazam, Umbreon. We have Boss. Boss is in there. We got Judge. We got Volo, Karen, Boss. Volo, Karen, Boss are in the deck, and all of our Lost Cities. All right. We deprive the Single Strike Energy. All right. Our hand's honestly not bad for next turn. I can at least do Starbirth plus Colress and then go from there. Pretty unfortunate we had to lead Lumineon, though. Especially if they spit it. And of course, as always, my opponent has a turn 1 battle VIP, which would not be Lost Box if they didn't start with a battle VIP pass somehow. We'll see what my opponent does here, though. They do have a pretty good turn 1, of course. Yeah, and they even get the Greninja, too. They even need a battle VIP for it. Cool. All right. Oh, man, Lost Box. Oh, it's Goodra. All right, Goodra is quite literally... I don't even... it might be our best matchup. I'm thinking about it. Goodra might be our best matchup. This matchup is really good. Oh, wow. They have to retreat. Okay, that's huge. The fact they had to retreat here is pretty big. Honestly, I think we just research. I think I'm just going to research here. Yeah, the fact that they're playing... Okay, yeah, Goodra is a really good matchup for this deck. Yeah, because Goodra, literally, we just win with Dura. Like, Dura with a belt and a Single Strike Energy is so good. So we just have 2 Duras and we win the game. Easy peasy. What do we draw? No, wow, dude. That could not have been a better top deck. Now I can judge my opponent. Well, let's play the Rope first. This Rope doesn't really matter, but get the Lumineon in the active spot. I can Starbirth for Dura plus Judge. I don't want to... I think I just guarantee that I have the attack now. I'm just going to Colress. It's fine. I think I'd rather just guarantee things here. Grab these 3. Get the Dura down. We can save Starbirth. I mean, they're not going to yeah, there's no way they're killing my Dura next turn, so... We can also save Starbirth. Let's just knock out the Goomy here. Or the Goomy! The Comfy, I mean. Not the Goomy. We have Single Strike Energy in the deck, and we have belts, right? Yeah. 1 belt, 1 Single Strike, because they're prized. Fine. I guess I can't sub 2 Duras because of the Metal Energy on the Arceus. It's fine, though. I can Raihan to it. You can save Starbirth, basically, which is what I'm trying to do. I don't know. Actually, maybe I should have Starbirth to get Umbreon. Okay, there's Bell. There's one piece of the puzzle. If they roll an Iron Me here, we can just KO them with Dura. We just go Starbirth, get the knockout. Yeah, I don't know. Part of me was tempted to go Judge, because if I judge them, it's like, good luck attacking me. But if they roll an Iron Me, I can just attack them. I'd rather just Colress. I think it was correct to Colress there. No, man, yeah, I think it was always correct to Colress there. But yeah, Goodra's fine, unless they're playing Articuno. This is also where holding Starbirth is nice. So we could just get, like, Switch if they ever, like, do that. So it's fine. We'll see what my opponent's got here. They do Flower Select. That can get them into something. I don't know. The big thing is, can they get Rolling Iron this turn? If not, then I can most likely knock out their Goodra. Right? If I can draw a Duraludon Boss or Single Strike Energy and they don't, and even if they evolve, then I can still Gust KO the Goodra with Starbirth, allow me to pull off that combo needed. also an option. We have Alakazam Hawlucha, which also could help get the knockout. We have a lot of things. Goodra's pretty good. I mean, again, like I said, it's a pretty good matchup. They're playing 2 Crams. Interesting. They got the V-Star. Do they have a Melanie for it? Do they have a Chorus? We haven't seen a Chorus yet for my opponent. No, they have an Escape Rope. That's a pretty annoying Escape Rope, not gonna lie. I don't like giving them the fishy boy, but it is what it is. If I can draw an energy or a switch, I could, well, if I draw an energy anyways, I can move Lumineon out of the active spot and then Volo it off the board, which would be nice. No, they have Boss. Oh, but they go for my Arceus. Okay, never mind. Huh. I think it was a misplay to not go after Dura, right? I think that has to be a misplay to not go after my Duraludon. Okay, let's see if we can kill the Goodra this turn with Dura. It's possible. Nope. Oh, we drew Metal Energy. It's actually not a good top deck. I got the Starbirth. Grab Dura. I do want to get the single strike energy on, actually. Grab these 2 for now. Might hold the hand. I might just hold. Do I hold? Because I have Metal Energy in hand. I want to attach next turn. I'll hold. I do want Raihan, though, but the Metal Energy top deck kind of makes it, like, not easy to do that. Go 2. That there. Alright, we'll see what we get out of the prizes here. Didn't want to play the belt in case I play Vacuum, too, by the way. That's why I didn't play the belt there. They could be playing Vacuum. See if they can knock out Arceus this turn. They could roll an Iron Me again. They should be out of Crams, though. I guess they could do Greninja, which could be awkward. I need to set up Umbreon. I need to definitely set up Umbreon here so I can gust my opponent. That's another big thing. Need to do a lot, to be honest. We're still in a bit of an odd spot, but it is still very winnable, not regardless. I'm curious to see if they're playing the Temple of Sinnoh. Some Goodralists play Temple, some don't. Oh, they have a Clara. I should have Lost City'd. I did not expect Clara. I did not expect to have a Clara. Now they can cram. They can't knock me out, though, unless they have another belt, which we'll see if they have a belt. They're down 1 belt so far. Is one in the lost zone? Okay, they don't have any belts left. They're down 2 belts. Never mind. They're probably just going to have to roll an Iron Me here. They already did Clara's. They can do Colress, which is good. So that's nice. Speaking of Colress, my opponent just Colressed away a Colress, which is huge. It's kind of awkward, isn't it? Not being able to combo a K1 Goodra sucks. I could draw my boss, which could be good. I don't know. Maybe I should have just went research. But again, if we can try to walk into Raihan, because I do need to set up 2 Duras in this match. It's definitely a matchup where I need to set up 2 Duraludons. And it's easy to set up 2 Duraludons if I get Raihan. Because I unfortunately had to put a Metal Energy on Arceus. Speaking of Raihan, my opponent also bins a Raihan. Their hand is loaded with supporters right now. So it would be a decent opportunity to play Judge if I had one. But I don't. See what my opponent does here. They do play Escape Rope. They're at 6. Can they get to... Oh, can they Greninja me here? That could be a bit of a problem. They can get to 7. They could Greninja me. Yeah, not even Umbreon in play is kind of grief, man. I need Umbreon here to kill these Goodras with Dura. It's actually pretty bad I don't have an Umbreon. Because they might Greninja me this turn. I think they are going to. There's Mirage Gate. They could roll an Iron Me. If they roll an Iron Me for the knockout, then I can hopefully just research in a Duraludon and just smack him in the face. I think I have to promote Arceus, though, if I whiff. So I think I have to promote Arceus if I whiff. Yeah, okay. We'll see what they do. They could have another Escape Rope, though, which could be pretty bad. But nope, they're just going to roll an Iron here. It looks like no Gust this turn, obviously. All right. That's fine. We can one-shot their Goodra with Dura, because Dura shreds rolling Iron. All right, let's see we top deck here. Okay, sure. Play that. Attach. Attach. We just need to not whiff Duraludon VMAX off this research, which thankfully we didn't. Could have been sketchy if we did. Get rid of these 2. And that could be all she wrote, folks. We just do this. We can retreat. And we are doing 270 damage right now, which is literally enough to KO this Goodra, thankfully, because Goodra's only got 270 HP. In before Regidrago V-Star. And that's basically why Goodra's is kind of a free matchup for this deck. Because you can just do that, one-shot them. We get Hawlucha and Umbreon. And I'm pretty sure they can't KO me, and yeah, there's the concede. I figured. They kind of had to. I mean, it would have been good to have an Umbreon in play to, like, checkmate them, but I don't think they really had much firepower left anyways that turn, so looking pretty good. All right, trying out the Arc Dura deck. We open up with the Arceus. We have Energy Nest Ball. We just don't have a V-Star. We have to rely on Judge, which, depending on the matchup, could be good or bad. We'll have to see what my opponent's playing. His hand definitely could be a little bit better. We do have access to either a Dura V or an Umbreon, which probably going to do that. I could get another Arceus, which also wouldn't be bad. I don't know. We'll see what we're playing against before we decide to grab something with the Nest Ball. Dialga. Okay, that actually is a little awkward of a matchup. I think we still probably just want Dura, because it's the bulkiest Pokemon. We have Cavern. We got Boss. Okay. I mean, yeah, I guess Dura's the play here. It's the tankiest thing we have. Maybe actually good we have to judge them here, because they have a Rodom. Alright, wasn't expecting to run a Dialga, not gonna lie. This is not really a matchup that I don't know if this deck is, like, well-versed against. I think we probably just want to set up another... Probably set up an Umbreon, too, while we're at it. My opponent does find the Magnemite, and they even get another Dialga down. We can knock out Rodom V here, though, and judge them, which hopefully gives them enough disruption where they can't really do anything, which is nice. We have to not whiff the Arceus V-Star off this judge, though, if I'm going to KO this Rodom here. And then I gotta hope I didn't judge him into the nuts, you know? Alright, here we go. Let's see we top deck. They actually don't bench the Dialga, I just realized. They did not bench that second Dialga, which is very odd. Alright. Judge and pray. I need Arceus V-Star here. Let's see it. We got it. Nice. Let's go. Got a good hand for next turn. So yeah, we can evolve. We can Starbirth. We definitely have to KO the Rodon, I think. We'll just probably get, like, Research plus Choice Belt. Yeah. Sure. Yeah, it's fine. I mean, I could sponge damage on this thing to, like, set it up for later, but I think it's fine. We'll just Trinity Nova, knock out the Rodom here, and hopefully this does enough damage. This Judge hopefully crippled them a little bit. That's kind of my thought process here, is that we KO their draw, and we judge them, and then just pray they don't get a Rare Candy Magnezone off of my Judge. So that's kind of the plan. All right. 3 and 6 usually is good. There's the other Belt. Belt is really good here, especially if we can get some residual damage on the board. We can one-shot a Dialga V-Star with our Duraludon VMAX. I do want to set up Umbreon, though, at some point. If I honestly kind of wish I had an Umbreon down this turn, too. It would have been cool to have an Umbreon down here, too. So I got a VMAX KO'd the Magnemite / Magnezone if they set it up. Or could chase Dialga. All right, speaking of which, can they find a Rare Candy Magnezone off of these 4 cards I judged them into? No, but they do get a Serena, which does let them play the game still. Just kind of hoping they wouldn't get a draw card off that either, but Serena's not guaranteed to give them the Rare Candy Magnezone either, but we'll see. I mean, usually these lists play, what, 3 Rare Candy? I don't think Dialga plays 4 candies anymore, so let's see if they can get out of this. It'd be pretty bad if they did. Hopefully not. We will see. They got that. That's fine. I mean, they need Rare Candy Magnezone V-Star, right? It's like, no shot. No, yeah, they don't got it. All right. They're probably going to go for the Dialga V-Star here, though, which... Yeah, I mean, I don't think they can Star Chronos me next turn. I can always retreat in a Dura, too, and just, like, smack him in the face. I mean, Dura, like, they can always KO a Duraludon in 1 hit regardless, mainly because of their V-Star power. Something I gotta watch out for. I mean, they have 1 card in their hand. What are the odds that 1 card next turn is something good? I mean, these lists do not play Research, so I highly doubt they have, like, a Research next turn, so... Pretty sure we're safe. If they do get an energy, though, Metal Blast can knock me out next turn, so... there's Volo. That was actually a pretty good draw, but... Voloing Arceus here would actually not even be that bad of a play. I think we just gotta ditch the hand, and just get Duraludon in play. I don't know, I could Volo the Arceus here, but... There's honestly no reason to Volo Arceus. I don't think Voloing Arceus does anything for us. I'd rather just research, see more cards. Ideally, I want to get an Umbreon in play. This is a good time to get an Umbreon down if we can. There we go. Got Lost City 2. We'll go ahead and slam that down, and then we'll just... Unfortunately, 10 damage short of a knockout. I did not get Alakazam Hawlucha, but next turn we can go... Honestly, I think next turn we can just do... Yeah, they scoop. I was going to say, yeah. If they... next turn, I was going to go for the Alakazam Hawlucha combo, knock them out, and then I could Lumineon for boss, maybe. But Well, no, I would still need Alakazam. No, I don't know. Well, depending on the top deck, we could have went for the Alakazam, Hawlucha, Lumineon for boss, or I can Umbreon for a boss, and I could have had like a nice little 4-prize turn there. All right, trying out the Arc deck here in this match, mulliganing. Oof, a little mulligan here. My opponent probably has a basic 2, yeah. So they're going to get an extra card here. Hoping it's not Arceus mirror matches. That's the only one thing I don't want to play against with this deck is Arc mirrors. We do open up with Arceus, but no turn 1 energy. This hand's actually pretty good if we just get an energy card. Yeah, this hand's pretty good if we get energy, so we'll see if we get one. Hopefully we get an energy, because, yeah, this hand's pretty solid if we find an energy. And if not, it's not ideal. But they open up a Klefki. Interesting. And, yeah, no turn 1 energy attachment. It's not what we want to see. Unfortunate. We do have Umbreon and Dura. My opponent leads with a Klefki, which tells me we might be playing against, like, Guardy, so maybe I'll just get the Umbreon in play. We'll bench Dura. And I'll pass. Energy turn 1 whiff, pretty big deal. Next turn we can do Colress and hopefully just Trinity Charge. Unfortunate, and it's Miraidon. Oh, God. It's like the one matchup. I don't know if we can afford to whip the turn 1 energy in. That's pretty bad. Miraidon's not a bad matchup. I mean, I guess, here's the thing. If I draw an energy, we can still Starbirth and Raihan. Raihan's in the deck, I'm pretty sure, too. I think I saw it. So, even if we do manage to get donked here, we still have Raihan we can play. So that's good. Pretty annoying when you get the energy, though. It is what it is. That's the fun part about playing Arceus. Sometimes you don't get turn energy attachment. We'll see if they even knock me. My opponent could also just whip the knockout here. There is a world that we live in where my opponent might not even get this turn 1 knockout. And they need the generators. What are the odds they find Jenny, bro? How do you always find generator turn 1? No shot. They don't got it. They don't got the generator turn 1. I'm calling it now. The Regielekis are pretty annoying. It's like the bad Miraidon matchup. Because they can one-shot Duraludon. No, they have a research, bro. They always have it, bro. They do lose some Lightning Stone in the process. And a boss. Those are all good discards for us. Alright, let's see if any of these cards... No! How do they find it every time? Okay, hopefully they don't get 2 energy off this generator. They've already attached, though, so they need another generator to attack me, maybe. So, as long as they do not get 3 energy off of double generator, if they even have 2 of them, we should be chilling. How many energy do they get? They're taking a while to do the action. That tells me they got multiple energy here. Hopefully they didn't. We will see. They did get 2 energy. Of course they did. Do they have another one? No shot they drew 2, right? Surely they didn't draw 2 of them. Surely they didn't draw 2. I think they're just going to retreat back in a Klefki. No, they're going to lightning wall me. Or hit and run, I guess, in a Klefki. Get Lost City in play here. We can shut off that beach court, which could be good. I don't think we're going to be attacking this turn, though, which is kind of awkward. They're going to Miraidon. Interesting. All right, what do we top deck? We do Judge. Low-key could play that. Yeah, we low-key could just Judge them here. Make it harder for them to attack next turn? Sure, why not? Miraidon doesn't like getting judged sometimes, I find. So let's just do that, and then we got an energy. The metal energy, though. Just got the... Probably... We'll hopefully just hope our Umbreon ain't dead here. Our hand is not great. That was not the greatest judge. We have Starbirth, so as long as our Arceus does not get KO'd here, which is highly unlikely with a 5-card hand, and a Miraidon with 1 energy on it and no VMAX in play, should be cooking. We'll see what my opponent does, though. I did judge him, so we'll see how good my judge is. If it's kind to me... Ooh, they got a rope. Oh, God. Now they got to give him Arceus. I mean, if they knock me out, it's like, so be it, bro. You're just better than me, you know? It's a skill diff. They might not have anything here, though. We might just see them... No! They had a Serena. Dang it! I was like, just attack with Regieleki V and go from there. That's not good. They drew the Serena off the judge. Hopefully, they still don't find a generator here. Okay, they do lose another boss, which is good. The more bosses they lose, the better. It's a good turn, actually, to get a knockout on a Regieleki this turn. No! They found another generator, bro! Stop it! Okay, that one fails. You'll love to see it. That's good. What? They found 2 off of 5 cards? Dude, I'm done. I'm done, bro. No shot. No way, dude. Oh, no. Okay, they only got 1 energy. They probably have an energy in their hand. How did they get 2 off of that Serena? Okay, thankfully, never mind. They didn't get there. Good. Holy moly, bro. Okay, they have 1 generator left, so that's good. So this is probably the turn where we knock out one of the Regielekis, obviously, so that's good. All right, what do we top deck here? Belt? That was a pretty good top deck, not gonna lie. All right. We're just going to research plus double turbo, I think, is the plan. And if we can find the Umbreon VMAX here, we can chase down one of the Regieleckis, which is what I am going to do. So we'll do that. Because then, yeah, then they can't one-shot Dura. Okay, nice. We got Umbreon. Let's go. Drop the Umbreon down. Dark Signal, Regieleki. Could Nest Ball here to play around another Escape Rope, possibly. Yeah, let's do that, sure. Alakazam might be okay, too, actually. Because my opponent, we can't one-shot Miraidon with Arceus. Let's do this, and then we'll just... Could go do this, actually. We have another metal in our hand to attach next turn to Dura. It does punish me, though, if they bring in Alakazam. I feel like it's better just to build up the Dura here and just have the Dura threat, but... No, we'll spread the energy out. I'm fine with this. This play is fine. I just get energy on everything. Because Umbreon can attack, too. Not the best attacker, but it is an attacker nonetheless. And they can attack with Miraidon here, finally. We'll see what they got. They have a 3-card hand currently. All right, let's see. 4 and 3. Okay. My only issue is I can't get another Durham play, and my Cavern is gone. So Umbreon is a little bit weaker now in terms of one-hit KOing. This is where the Alakazam might be helpful, though, to be fair, my opponent has no damage on board. So I don't know. We'll see how this goes. It's definitely going to be an interesting scenario. If my opponent actually gusts my Dura here, this could be pretty bad. They are down 3 gusting cards. What are the chances they have another gust? Yeah, they don't. All right, good. Yeah, they didn't have it. They do wait. They actually don't play the Raihan. It's very interesting. I'm honestly kind of surprised they didn't play the Raihan there. But yeah, I think we should be fine to win here. All we have to do is knock out the... Miraidon twice. And they don't have any way to one-shot Dura currently. Because they don't have double... They only have 2 Regis in play. So, killing that Regieleki was good. So this is all you have to do against Miraidon with this deck. Survive the early game electric generators, and then just hope that you can get an Arceus and build up a Dura. That's all you really have to do with this matchup. And I think we're in the clear. They actually do have a knockout. I was going to say they don't have a knockout. They do have a knockout. It's fine. We can slam them in the face with Dura, and then we can play Colress. If I can get another Umbreon in play, that could be pretty good. But I don't... Do I have another VMAX? Yeah, we have another VMAX, I think. I guess we'll find out. Maybe just attack twice with Dura. They have no way to one-shot me anymore because there's no... They have to have 3 Regielekis in play. And a belt. Ultra Ball's good. So we can go attach. Colress is experiment. Grab these 2. Yep. Grab that. Sure. It's pretty good. Those are pretty good prizes, ain't gonna lie. Can bench the Umbreon. And we can just G-Max Pulverization for the knockout. And this should be the end of the game. This is like what happened on stream, right? They started Klefki. I'm like, is this Guardy Mewtwo? And then it reveals itself to be Miraidon. And then I'm like, all right, we have to dodge and weave these pesky little generators. So let's see if they judge me here. We have the Umbreon in place. So even if they judge me, we just have to find a VMAX and win the game. That's all we have to do. Because my opponent has to go Regieleki this turn, but I don't think they can, actually. They're out of generators, so I think we just win here. Unless they, like... I don't know. It's not... I don't know if they can do anything. Because, yeah, they don't even have a gust. So my Umbreon's not even going to die. They had Sky Seal Stone. I had to be careful for that. They did have a Judge. They actually decided not to judge me. I feel like judging me was probably the correct play, right? I mean, they could have went Judge into Klefki and then hope I didn't get the boss. I don't think it would have mattered. I mean, no. What they could have done, their win con could have been Judge, going to Klefki, then they go into Regieleki VMAX. They hit me for 220, hope I don't have Gust, and then Sky Seal Stone knock me out with Raikou or something. But we drew the boss anyways, so... Nah, you know what? We gotta use the Umbreon, man. It's the Umbreon show. I could have bossed my opponent, but this is all about Umbreon. This is Umbreon's show, not boss's orders show. There you go. That's game. Again, if you can set up, this matchup is pretty decent because Duraludon can one-hit KO your opponent, and if you can make it so they only have 2 Regielekis in play, your Dura can never get one-shot, which is just insane. So there you go. That's the game. Pretty interesting stuff. Miraidon is still kind of scary, though. Again, it's very annoying when they have the presence of donking you. All right, mulliganing into this game, that's fine. We do open up with Alakazam and Duraludon. Now, I have no idea what I'm playing against. I'm going to open with Dura. I do have access to Arceus, and I just want to guarantee the Arceus, but I could have opened Alakazam, but I do want to lead with Dura, because, yeah, see, look, we're playing against Lost Box, so that's fine. Now, if they do have Dragonite, I am going to regret ditching Alakazam, but I do need to get the Arceus down. I want to kind of hold everything else in the hand here. Price Hawlucha, we have Umbreon, we have Boss, Volo, 2 Lost Cities. Most of the stuff seems to be in the deck. We do have Volo and Boss. I think Raihan's prized. All right, sure. Grab this. Bench, attach, then pass. We can Colress next turn or Judge. Probably going to Colress and then Judge. Ideally, that's fine. I want to get an Umbreon down, too. Be okay. I don't know what I'm playing against, though. Like, what build of Lost Box this is. That's the thing. I don't know what version of Lost Box this is. It could be the Dragonite build. And if it is Dragonite, there's a world where my opponent does get the turn 1 Dragonite. And there's nothing we can do about that. You just have to hope they don't get the turn 1 Dragonite attack off. And that's just kind of how she goes, I guess. There's a Flower Select, ditching Comfy. See if they have a Battle VIP or anything. There's a Beach Court. Wouldn't mind. I mean, I kind of wouldn't mind getting roped here because, 1, I don't want Dur to take damage. 2, I want to get the Dur on the bench. So I don't have to get a switch off of Starbirth. That would be ideal. Wouldn't want that. There's another Flower Select, losing the other Cram. So anytime we see the opponent lose a Pokemon with... Oh, it's Giratina. No, dude, not Giratina. Okay, that is not the matchup we wanted to play against. Giratina is hard because it can insta-KO my Duraludon. But my opponent did not find the Colress, which is good. So let's do our own Colress. Grab you, grab you. I mean, Volo would be nice, but I'd rather have the Metal Energy for the Dura. Grab these 3. It's fine. We can Judge next turn. If they get a Colress, we can do this. Starbirth for the Switch. I think I want to go Umbreon plus Rope. Do I want Rope? I don't mind Rope here, sure. Do that. Do that. Play the Rope. I'm going to have to probably play Lost City. Well, it depends on what they promote on Lost City. I think I have to play Lost City, though, to... Even though I don't want to put something in the Lost Zone. Cripples are set up even more. Like, if they give me Sableye or Cram here, then we will definitely play the Lost City. And then hopefully next turn we can Duraludon knock out my opponent's Giratina V. Even just hitting the V star is okay. Now I kind of going to have an Alakazam. Alakazam could have been okay to fix some of the math here. Karen's Conviction is kind of a bad loss, too. I didn't expect to be Giratina, bro. Again, it's not the favored matchup we want to be playing against. I mean, they only promote the Comfy, so I guess I don't have to play the Lost City just yet. I don't want them to have Beach Court, though. I think we just have to play Lost City. I don't really want them to have access to Beach Court in this matchup. So let's Trinity Nova for the knockout. We'll go Metal, Fighting. Do this. We'll go Fighting, Metal, and Darkest Metal Energy already in our hand. Yeah, I'll play Lost City. Yeah, I don't want them to have Beach Court. Yeah, no reason not to. Prize number 6 is usually pretty good. It is our Raihan. It's okay, I guess. Now, my opponent could play an Escape Rope here, which would be awkward. Probably would have to go maybe Umbreon if they rope. I could go Dura, because I see if I'm the VMAX. I could always Breaking Swipe. Yeah, I think we'd go Dura if they rope me again this turn. If they play a rope, I'd go Dura. I do just need to get this Giratina. If they don't get the V-Star down, we can maybe knock it out with an Umbreon Dura combo. Because I need to make sure they don't get that V-Star in play. And they did get the Colress. That can put them to 6 here. They could actually KO my Arceus this turn with Giratina. That would be pretty bad. There's a world where my opponent could get the Lost Impact knockout. I did Lost City, which did help. They would be at... If I didn't Lost City the Comfy away, they wouldn't... They'd be at, like, 4. They'd be at 3. Not 6. They are down 2 Comfies in Lost Zone, though, so it could be difficult to get them back. Like, we could wipe out all their Comfies at one point. Could be pretty decent. We'll see what my opponent does here. Can they knock me out? They do have the Beach Court. Uh-oh. I think they're just going to spit this turn. But spitting my Arceus is fine. But no, they got another Giratina. It's kind of hoping they wouldn't. But the odds are, can they get to 10 next turn? It's unlikely, actually, with only 6 in the Lost Zone and 1 Comfy. Spitting Arceus is actually really good because Arceus doesn't really care about cram damage. Okay, we need to find the Dura here. So let's see we top deck. Not the Dura. I mean, yeah, we're going to gust out the Giratina, and we're just going to hope. Even getting the damage on it's honestly fine. Let's just Judge. Here we go. Judge and pray. Can we find the Dura VMAX? We do. Nice. Big hit there. Big hit. Big hit. And we can knock out this pesky Giratina. That's good. Send it to the Lost Zone. This is kind of annoying. I mean, they could honestly start Requiem next turn, which would be pretty bad. That is something I am a little scared of here, but we'll see if they can pull it off. Because they'll be at 7 now because of this Lost City. Or no, there's no Lost City. What am I saying? Derp. Never mind. My bad. I thought the Lost City was still in play. I forgot about the Beach Court. We do get Hawlucha Dura off the prizes. Nothing too crazy. I don't know if I really need the the Dura. The Hawlucha's not bad, though. This does let us KO Giratina with a Belt Arceus if I can get 10 on it. With the Giratina V, anyways. I didn't get another Umbreon down, so I can't do another Gust on the other Giratina, which kind of sucks. But all we have to do is KO one Pokemon and then just KO Giratina V-Star to win the game. They do get the second Comfy down, and they have an Escape Rope. I gotta go Arceus, yeah. I could go Umbreon, which honestly might have been okay, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe I should have went Umbreon, actually. If they do get a Colress, though, they can get to 10, which means they can't get to Star Requiem. So then they could easily just KO my V-Star or my VMAX this turn. So maybe it's better to not go Umbreon. Yeah, because they could just insta-KO me. Unfortunately, I cannot KO the Giratina this turn. I do not have access to a boss. I don't have access to a boss plus an energy, so unfortunately I can't knock him out. And they play Raihan. That is not good. I mean, again, all we have to do is KO Giratina and KO one more Pokemon to win. So it's still possible. Not having Karen's Conviction is going to make it very tough to one-shot the V-Star, though, with Duraludon. So that is one thing that is pretty unfortunate. We don't have the Karen anymore. We don't have the ability to just insta-KO Giratina with Duraludon. So it's good. This still is actually a little tough. If they don't knock me out this turn, we're cooking. They're Raihaning. They do get any card out of their deck. They're at 8. We'll see if they have the knockout here. They have to go V-Star if they want to KO Arceus. So they can't go Duraludon. They do get Greninja. That's good for them. We'll see what they get off this conceal cards here. I have to pray that Colress gets me double turbo. I've only played one. I mean, the odds aren't even that low. Hopefully they're not low. Please, TCG Live, don't do this to me. I really need to get an energy off Colress here. So I can knock out Comfy and then just KO Giratina to win. All we have to do is just take 2 knockouts to win the game. That should be pretty easy to do. Especially if I can set up another Umbreon if they try to retreat Giratina. I don't think I ever want to bench Hawlucha anymore because Sableye is kind of a problem. Actually, they could have went Sableye this turn. I am... Wait, what? Yeah, they could have went Sableye. No, they're at 8. Never mind. They can't go Sableye. What do we draw? Oh, the top deck. All right, Colress time, baby. Grab you. Grab these 3, maybe? Switch actually would probably... I don't think we need Belt anymore, do we? No, Belt actually would be good because we can... Hawlucha, the Giratina, Duraludon, Single Strike Energy, Belt knockout. Okay, say we do want Belt. We don't need the Metal Energy. Yeah, I don't think I'm sending another Dura. I mean, they could set up a boss KO on Dura, though, which could be a slight issue. So if I bench Hawlucha, though, we do get Sableye. No, Sableye, that's only 13 damage. Actually, no. Hawlucha would still be 13. So I doubt they have their own Hawlucha. So we can bench Hawlucha, actually. Can bench Hawlucha, ping the Giratina for 10. This would allow Duraludon to 1-hit KO it with a Single Strike Energy Belt. That actually is pretty... This is actually a pretty good Hawlucha hit. Go here. We'll put it on a Pokemon that's probably not going to get, like... Well, it's not going to matter. Pretty sure this doesn't matter. I should save the Belt. They could Roxanne me, though. Still my other Belt, though. Do I play Belt now? They have Vacuum. I don't want to get my Belt vacuumed. They have already played a Vacuum, though. Dude. Oh, no, I think we'll save the Belt. Okay, you know what? I'll save the Belt. So, on the off chance my opponent does not, for whatever reason, knock me out, we could always Belt into the play we want to do. Okay, actually, ooh, I should have put the Metal Energy on the Arceus, not the Umbreon. I actually misplayed there. I should have put it on the Umbreon. I should have put it on the Arceus, not the Umbreon, because I can double turbo both of them. Lost City, that's not great. Need a draw card. I'm not able to draw cards here. This actually could be pretty bad. If my opponent... We'll see. I am an Umbreon away from killing that Giratina, so we'll see. I need the Single Strike Energy to pull this off. I definitely should have put the energy on the Umbreon. That was a misplay for sure. Or the Arceus, not the Umbreon. I should have maybe just went all in on the Umbreon, to be honest. Yeah, I should have just went all in on Umbreon. There's Mirage Gate. It's not good. Again, if they don't evolve that, though, and I can draw into a boss or an Umbreon VMAX out, I will win the game. But they do have a Roxanne, so I am getting punished for not playing the Choice Belt on my Dura. Uh-oh. And Roxanne did get me into the Ultra Ball, so that does mean Umbreon VMAX. So if they do not get Giratina down this turn, I am guaranteed to Umbreon VMAX out the Giratina and knock it out if they don't evolve it. If they do evolve it, then yeah, rip. Shoot. So I got punished for not playing Belt. I honestly didn't expect to get Roxanne, though, but maybe I should have. Oh, God, this is bad. We're still in the game, though, but this is pretty bad. This is pretty bad. I am getting punished now, maybe for not going all in on the Umbreon. This is a problem. Yeah, it's not good. Yep, there it is. Dang it, no. Oh, they could rope here. No, it's fine. Yeah, this is actually pretty bad. I'm punished for not attaching the energy to the Umbreon. Because what I could do here is I can go Dura, the Insta-KO, and then I just Umbreon, Gust out, something for game. So I'm getting punished for not putting energy on Umbreon. Oof. I'm getting punished for not putting I'm getting punished for not putting all the energy on my Umbreon VMAX. Okay, I should have done that. I should have put the energy all on the Umbreon too. I mean, I could still draw an energy. We're not out yet. I don't even have to play the Umbreon VMAX just yet. There's the Umbreon. Yeah, there he is. We're just going to have to get insta-KO'd, and then... If I can draw single strike energy, I can win with Mean Look. No, it's not going to work. Shoot. Okay, I just basically need energy to win the game. That's what it's going to come down to, I guess. Still have Lumineon, so I can hold the hand. They can't win this turn, which is nice. So they have to Giratina me here. Okay, we can still win this. Prize number 4 could be good. Nope, it's not. No, that's not a good prize. I don't even know what my last prize is, to be honest. If it's an energy... Uh-oh. Still have Lumineon. I think I'm still fine to win this, right? We'll see what happens. Just need energy to win the game. Yeah, but they're insta-KOing Dura this turn. We're definitely getting Star Requiem here. There is no doubt in my mind they are going to drop a Star Requiem on me. They are down to boss, so... No, it doesn't matter. The Sableye, so it doesn't matter. I was going to say, if I didn't have Hawlucha, they are down both their boss. They don't play 3 boss. I could go with a fresh Umbreon VMAX double turbo, and they can't one-shot with Giratina. But because of the Hawlucha being in play, I will... Yeah, they're going to knock us out. Because this guy gets KO'd by Lost Impact because of the 30 they put on it. It's another Switch. Are they running low on Switch? Nope, they are not. They are very much not. All right, here we go. Do they have another Roxanne? If they Roxanne me again, we might lose the game. Okay, Ultra Ball, that's fine. Spinning is winning, I guess. Okay. Here we go. Do they have anything else to do here? Or are they just going to insta-KO with Star Requiem? Let's see it. What do they got? Okay, that's good. Colress, that is not... Oh, wait, now they deck out! They have the Energy Recycler, bro. They're trolling. Oh, my God. Dude, play Energy Recycler. You're trolling so hard right now if you don't play Recycler here. You're trolling so hard. Okay, I was going to say... I was going to say, bro, what the heck are you doing? All right, that's fine. So, yeah, we just have to draw an energy and I win. Or I can Lumineon, because I have Umbreon. So, we might still have this in the bag. Might still have this in the bag. We'll see. We can promote a Lucha. Thankfully, the Lost City didn't, or the Beach Court didn't get bumped. All right, here we go. All we have to do is just find energy, we win. So we get Umbreon, Gust for game. Close one, though. Holy moly, this is close. This matchup is definitely pretty unfavored, to be honest. All right, here we go. It's all down to what we can draw into. It's not what I'm looking for. Okay, we got Lumineon, so we have Research. I have Raihan, too. Raihan also guarantees me the win, right? Yeah, okay. Does Raihan guarantee me the win? How much energy do we have left? I'm pretty sure Raihan wins me the game. I think we can play Raihan under Star Requiem. I have never done that before. Oh, I don't know if Raihan works under Star Requiem. If not, I should research. But I also could whiff off Research. I literally can't remember if Raihan works on Star Requiem. One of your Pokemon were knocked out. No, yeah, it does work. Okay, it should work. I'm just making sure, man. Yeah, okay, good. I was going to say, because that could have been a huge, huge throw. That could have been a massive friggin' throw if that didn't work. That would have been like top 10 throws of all time if that didn't work. All right, and then we just drop Umbreon. We had Lost City, so even if they had a path, we could have got rid of the thing, too. Close one. Good thing Raihan works under Star Requiem. Because that's never happened to me before, bro. I didn't know if it worked or not. What was our last prize? What was it? Was it going to be helpful? It would have been a little helpful. But Lumineon would have always been safer, because it guaranteed us the thing. There you have it. That is the Arc Dura deck in action with the Umbreon. As you can see, Umbreon is one of the best cards in the deck for the Gust ability. And depending on how well you play this deck I think is honestly BDIF right now because it is really hard to stop. And we were able to beat a couple Giratinas, which is good because it's definitely one of our harder matchups for sure. But yeah, there's not much I would really change about my list other than maybe the second boss's orders. I don't think I'd really add. But overall, man, this deck does do pretty good things, and I like it a lot. It's a lot of fun to play. It is really strong, and Duraludon is just really good right now in the format. If you want to see more gameplay with the deck, make sure to go check out the stream game I had where I played against Miraidon Flaffy. Or Miraidon Regieleki, sorry, you can check that out. But yeah, that'll be for me. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe down below. Help me on the road to reaching 43,000 subs. Check out card comment down below. If you have any codes, use code F. Check out my Twitch, my Twitter, and my Discord down below. And check out the Shuffle Squad while you're at it. And check out my second YouTube channel. I did a breakdown of my top 32 run at Hartford. If you want to go check out my second channel, there is a video on there. If you want to learn more about my top 32 run, go check out the second channel. And that'll be it for me. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Catch you all later. Bye-bye.